Well, good morning, everyone. We're going to make a start to this webinar this morning. Thank you, everyone, for attending and joining in. My name's Michael. I'm from Professional Advantage. I'll be your host today. We also have Chantel Schumacher from ClickDimensions, who will be leading us through the presentation today. So welcome to Chantel. We all understand the concept of marketing automation, increasing our marketing effectiveness, streamlining that marketing process. So the theory's nice, but today we're really going to show you how it's actually possible. And Chantel is going to step us through with the use of Microsoft Dynamics CRM and ClickDimensions how to actually make that happen. So without any further ado, I'm going to hand over to Chantel, who's going to take us through our presentation this morning. Thanks, Chantel.
Thank you, Michael. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We're going to talk about taking somebody from a blog to a sales qualified lead today. And with that, I'll touch on a few pieces of what that means and what that looks like. So we'll go through just a little bit of information on what ClickDimensions is first, and I'll show you what that looks like inside of Dynamic CRM, and then we'll go into detail on RSS Feed to email, and then on the last part we'll talk a little bit about creating some forms and getting people to convert and get into your marketing cycles from your blog pieces. So a couple of fun facts here as we get going. So as we know, we hear marketing facts everywhere, right? So buyers are anywhere from 2/3 to 90% of the way through the buying process before they reach out to a vendor. So from a marketing automation standpoint, there's a lot we can do to assist from the marketing and sales end. 50% of qualified leads are not ready to purchase immediately. So we see people staying with the marketing team longer before they're heading over to sales, right? Before they're truly sales ready. Because the last thing that a marketer wants to do is send over a lead to a salesperson, and that person saying, you know, this person isn't ready yet. They're not ready for me. The marketing team needs to hold on to them longer. So you'll see the companies that excel at lead nurturing really generate 50% more sales-ready leads at a 33% lower cost. And so we'll talk a little bit about some of that stuff today, but we'll show you some live examples of what this looks like, because blogging really has the power to drive your prospects through to the sales process. And so when you track that, when we start getting into some statistics and measurable things you can do with that, from RSS feed to email, you can pull all of that into a campaign and start to track some true ROI. ClickDimensions itself, for those of you that are not familiar with us, we are a full marketing automation suite, and we're built exclusively for Microsoft Dynamics CRM. So we really come into your CRM system. We're native inside of Dynamics CRM to expand on that great platform you've already invested in, or maybe you're looking to invest in. So you'll see all of this functionality with ClickDimensions, and we're only going to spend our time on a few things today, but you'll see email marketing, and we're gonna go in just mainly to the RSS feed piece today. But we do web tracking, so it's bringing that full circle story of once somebody clicks on your links and they get to your website, what are they doing out there? How long are they looking at those pages? All of that information is tracked into CRM in real time. There's lead scoring, there's great nurture marketing capabilities you can do with it, SMS messaging, campaign tracking, so you're able to track some ROI and conversions and what's happening around reporting with all of the marketing you're doing out there today. And also form capture is going to be in there. There's survey functionality. We host any number of landing pages for our clients. There's going to be social discovery pieces, and you'll see that when I go into some contacts and lead records, and I show you some things inside of CRM today. And then we also have a lot of out-of-the-box integrations with providers like Eventbrite and GoToWebinar and WebEx and all these great tools that we're using out there today. So we can always answer some more questions on that stuff at the end, but I'll try and keep this a little focused today mainly around the blogging piece and, like I said, RSS feed, the email. So with that, let's just talk a little bit on how the ClickDimensions piece works. So just so everybody's aware, so ClickDimensions is going to sit right inside of your CRM environment. So you'll see us inside of Dynamic CRM. We work with on-premise and CRM Online customers and partner hosted. But our solution itself sits inside of Microsoft Windows Azure. So we really are just the mailman up here. We're doing the processing up here, and we connect to our customers' CRMs in real time. So you, as the end client, you'll be creating and seeing everything inside of CRM in real time. So when somebody gets those bulk emails on the other side, and we'll talk about your blog emails and what that will look like, and those stats will look like, you'll see when they're clicking in that email, when they're opening, when they're clicking on that blog post. That feeds into your CRM instance in real time. So again, just think of us as the processing engine up here. You know, we connect to our customers' websites and recipients' inboxes and just feed that data into your CRM. So today I want to talk a lot about RSS feed to email, and I'm going to take you into a CRM instance. We're going to go into Dynamic CRM 2013 today, and I'm going to show you actually how you set up the connector because it's really simplistic. But I'm going to show you some real stats of some bulk emails and what that means. That's really the first place we'll want to start. Maybe before we get into that, people may have questions really on what is RSS feed to email. So what that is RSS to email will allow you to automatically send emails to marketing lists. And you can do this at set times straight from your blog, so it's really easy for you to do. You set up a connector into your CRM, and then you can decide when you want those emails to go out that show your blog posts. And it's going to allow you to start to track things. If you send it with ClickDimensions, you can see the opens, and you can see the clicks, and you can see all that stuff just like any other ClickDimensions bulk email that would go out. So the first thing that we'll see a lot of our customers do is they'll have a list of people who have subscribed to their blog, right? And so they'll put them into a marketing list in CRM. But I'm also going to show you at the end how you can create a form, and so that you can put that right out so people can actually subscribe to your blog, and then they're automatically added to a marketing list, and all of that stuff can be automated for you. So we'll go into CRM here. And I'll show you, first of all, a bulk email, because that will be important. And so you can see some real stats and see what this looks like. So in CRM 2013, you'll see here the first thing that came up. The great thing about having all of this inside of Dynamic CRM is a Dynamic CRM platform is going to give you many different ways to consume this data. Out of the box, there's going to be some charts and reports and dashboards built in there for you, but you can really customize it and look at it the way you want. So you can see here, this is just from our newsletters, for example, but we've got some wonderful ways that we can look at some of the statistics of things that have been happening and when people are opting in and opting out and doing all of those great things. So I'll show you first here what stats from a bulk email with ClickDimensions will look like. So this gives you a great idea of what it's going to look like for your RSS feed emails. There's going to be two areas in CRM that we mainly sit. So when you go into Dynamic CRM, you get this wonderful drop down here in 2013. And so there's going to be a marketing section. This all comes out of the box. Besides this ClickDimensions piece. We sit inside of the marketing section, and we sit inside of settings. You can also choose to just have a ClickDimensions tab as well. And so in the ClickDimensions tab, I'm going to bring you into that right now. We're going to go take a look at some email sends. And I just want to give you an idea of what the statistics look like, because everything feeds into your CRM in real time. Now, ClickDimensions gives you multiple editors to create templates and stuff with, your HTML templates, and those range from wizard-based editors all the way to custom HTML editors. There's a nice WYSIWYG. With RSS feed to email, The default editor we use is called the drag and drop editor. And I'll show you a little bit of what that looks like, but responsive design is built right into it. It's wizard driven. It's very simple and easy to utilize it. And so we'll take a peek at what this all looks like. So the first thing that you're going to see here is I'm going to just show you a newsletter of ours that's went out so you can see what the stats look like in CRM. So when an email goes out, any kind of bulk communications, it's going to go to your marketing list that you have tied to that. So when you think of your RSS feed email, you're going to have blog marketing lists, right, that you're going to create. And you can name those what you want. They're actually going to be CRM marketing lists that people are added to. And so those are automatically going to go onto Ascend. Once people are interacting with that email, statistics are going to start to feed into your CRM platform. And those are going to feed in real time. So as soon as somebody gets your RSS email and they open it and maybe they click on a blog post, right, you're going to see that right inside of the CRM. So you'll see your interactions, your bounces, your unsubscribes, your open rates and click rates, hard bounces, soft bounces, all right inside of your CRM instance. Now what's really nice about this is everything is tracked in full detail down to the recipients. So if you want to go in and see every person that got that RSS email, you'd see that right here. So it would show every single person that got it. It would show you their statistics, their opens, clicks, bounces. But it's also tracked in full detail and time-stamped in email events. So if we go into email events, I can see who was clicking on what when. And I can go directly into their records. This is all inside of CRM. So I can literally click on Chantel's contact record, and it's going to pull me into her record here. So I'll just show you my record to give you an idea of what this all looks like. So if we go into Chantel's record, this is a CRM contact record. I can see a summary of what Chantel's been doing, and that's great because it's going to give me a full story of everything with Chantel, right? It'll give me a good idea of what she's been doing here, not just the emails she's been getting, but you can see her web traffic and how many pages she's visiting, and all of that information is tracked in CRM. It also is in full detail under any contact or lead record. So if you did want to go into Chantel and to see what has Chantel been doing with my emails, I can go right into Chantel's email events or Chantel's sent emails and see her overall statistics, for example, of what she's been doing with our RSS emails, maybe what she's doing with our newsletters and other things that she's been sent, right, and how many times she's been opening and clicking. So we'll just take that down, but that will give you an idea of some of that there. The other thing that's really nice about having all of these statistics inside of CRM is you'll have things that you're able to do with them. You can automate a ton of processes based on what people are doing. Maybe if somebody clicks on a link, you want this to happen, or you want another email sent specifically to that person, or you want them added to a marketing list for another campaign. Those are all processes that are going to happen from that real-time data that comes into CRM. So CRM has a really powerful workflow engine where we can trigger a lot of stuff that way because all of our entities tie into CRM's workflow engine. And there's a lot of things out of the box with us we can automate too. Just out of the box. So a couple of things that I'll just talk about that you'll be able to see. So if somebody clicks in and they are looking at your blogs posts that are in your email, out of the box there's going to be a click report for any bulk email that was sent. And what this does is it really shows you how many unique clicks and how many total clicks happen with each of those posts. So for example, if I go to click on this here, I'm just going to pull this right here, you're going to get this wonderful report that's going to show how many, you see how many total and unique clicks for each link. But when you click on a link, it shows you specifically who clicked on that, and you can go directly into their records from that. This is, of course, exportable and things as well if you want to do that. But it's all inside of CRM in real time for you, so you can utilize all of that information. There's also click heat maps that will give you visuals of where people were clicking in emails. And so it just ties everything together for you back into one single CRM platform. So let's talk a little bit about, now that I've kind of shown you how stats show in CRM for these, let's talk a little bit about a blog post itself and how are we going to tie that into CRM. So inside of CRM, there's actually an area in here just called settings. And if we go into settings, there's going to be a ClickDimensions settings area. And we have what are called these connectors. And so when you click on a connector, it actually is going to just pull up some different options. So we can set up, we'll go into our connectors here, for example. You can see we have different RSS to email, a number of blogs that feed in. We also have connectors to other tools that we use that feed all that information directly into CRM. So I can literally go into anybody's contact record and see what events they registered, and all of that stuff is tied back to a single record. But since we're talking about RSS today, so you literally just go up here and hit add when you want to add RSS to email. And it brings up a little screen like this. And you go in here and you'll just click RSS to email and you'll hit next. Now, I'm going to show you this in screens because I want to go into detail on how you can set this up. So I'm just going to pull up a PowerPoint again just to talk about this a little bit. So when we hit next in that screen, we're going to be able to tie in our RSS feed. So in here, you're going to be able to name what that blog post is, and you'll put in your RSS feed URL. Then you're going to be able to specify a number of things right away. One, you probably want to have a consistent subject line for your blog emails. So a lot of times, you know, like we have a ClickDimensions blog, right? We may just name it that. So every time somebody gets that email, they know it's from our blog post. You can choose to have those emails come from, you know, different record owners or a user, or you can choose right here your from names or from emails. And also somebody else to get replies from that if you want somebody else to get the responses. So you'll be able to change all of that around. The other thing that we'll see people do is sometimes they'll have multiple marketing lists in CRM that they want to get the blog posts. And so you don't have to just tie one marketing list. You can add multiple marketing lists if you'd like to. That's not a problem. And then once you do that, you'll hit a next button and it lets you set up a number of things right away. Now we have some customers that blog a ton, right? But that doesn't mean that every time they post a blog post that they want their customer getting an email. So you're going to be able to set up the consistency of this to be automated. So maybe if somebody is blogging all weekend, you only want your end recipients getting those emails Monday through Friday. So you can check the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday box, for example, and what time you want those consistently sent at. Sometimes people want them sent every day. Sometimes people choose to just have a monthly blog email go out that has a consolidation of all the blog posts. That's going to be totally up to you on how you want to automate those and how, what kind of frequency you want with that. Now, once you set that up, what will happen is you'll hit next, and then it's going to bring you to one of our editors, and the default editor for this is our drag and drop editor. So like I had mentioned before, ClickDimensions has about 4 different email editors that you can use. Our drag and drop editor is one of our wizard-based editors. It's actually our most popular editor now. But it defaults you in here, and there's a number of things that you're able to do in this. It's going to bring you to a layout, and you'll be able to choose a number of things here first. One, you're going to be able to choose like how many numbers of blog posts do you actually want in it. Sometimes people want to limit this because they're blogging a lot. They don't want 100 blog posts in an email send. So you can limit the max number of posts and it will pull in the most frequent ones for you. Also, you can decide how you want that post to look in your email. So is it going to actually be the full blog post, or is it going to be a set amount of words, or is it just going to say, you know, you'll be able to decide that really, do you want the read more text link in there? You'll be able to manipulate all of that type of stuff. The other thing you can do is change around the order of the content. You can also add in different blocks in here when you design. So by default, it gives you like an image block at the top, but you can change your layouts and everything in here the way you want it to look. So one thing with the drag and drop editor, it's really easy to change around your styles and your layouts of this. So it makes it nice and easy as you're designing and setting all of that up. So you'll be able to decide, again, how you want that layout to look like, and then your frequencies, and then those will automatically go out. So you'll save this, and you'll be done. It automates that. It brings those statistics then into CRM on what's happening with those blog post emails on the other side into your CRM instantly, so that your marketing team can start to do additional things with that. Well, what do we want to do with the people that are clicking and looking at this? Is this going to sales instantly? You can start making informed decisions on what you want to do as far as marketing to those people that are curious and that are looking at your blog posts, and also identifying based on what blog posts they're looking at, because you'll be able to see what they're clicking on. So with that, I'm going to jump into CRM one more time here before we get into questions, because I have a few more minutes. And I just want to show you guys just a couple more things. So what if you do want somebody automatically added into your marketing list, right, for your blog post emails for RSS? Well, it's really easy to do that inside of CRM. Inside of ClickDimensions and CRM, we've got an area in here where you can actually build forms and surveys. And in a web form, you can create newsletter opt-ins, you can create opt-ins to your blog post emails, and you can do that very simplistically by just hitting new, and you'll go in here and you can, we'll just say Chantel's blog post, and you'll create a form, and it's very simple to do. So I'm just going to just show you a simple example. The next thing that you can do here is just decide if somebody new opts in to receive these emails, do I want ClickDimensions to automatically create new leads for me, or do I want it to create new contacts if they aren't in my CRM database yet? If they are in our CRM database, it's going to tie this to that existing record. It won't create a duplicate. It will query CRM based on the email address they submit and tie it to that. So the other thing we can do is tie everything back to campaign. So that dashboard that I showed when we first looked at CRM, it was really easy for us to pull everything together because everything's tied to a single campaign. So you can tie your bulk emails, you can tie your forms, so your RSS, the email opt-in, you can tie back to a campaign. So say we want to go in and create a form for on our website for somebody to opt into this. What it's going to do is it's going to just bring up a number of form fields here on the right, and it will pull in any form fields you've ever built. You can create whatever new fields and stuff you want. But usually if I want somebody to just opt in to a newsletter or opt in to hear, to get emails on my blog post, I'm going to just ask for a couple simple things first. I'm just going to want to know first name, last name, and I'll go in and I'll make email address a required field in here. So it's really easy to do things in here and change things around and make fields required and do all those types of things that you need to do. The next thing that I'll want to do is I can put in components. A lot of times if I'm going to add a form to my website, I put CAPTCHA on there. I just want to make sure bots aren't going to fill it out. I can literally go up here in the code editor and I can apply my CSS in here even if I want it to look a certain way. But you can see what this form is already going to look like when it's embedded. Now the most important thing is somebody opts in to receive our emails from our blogs, what we want to happen is them to be automatically added to that marketing list. we don't want to see a form come in and then have to manually go in and add them onto a list. So you can have them automatically added to a marketing list. You'll just query right here for your list and you'll tie it right in. So this automated action will happen. But you can set up a whole another lot of automated actions to take place when somebody actually opts into this marketing list. Maybe you want to send out an internal notification to a team to let them know that so-and-so opted in to receive blog emails. Maybe you want to have a campaign response created in CRM, or a follow-up task or phone call created, or an autoresponder to go back to them thanking them for opting in to your RSS emails. So this lets you automate those processes. You can embed then this little form as an iframe or as a widget or a link, and it's that easy to set up. And then once you have it set up, you can clone these, right? Maybe this one you set up for RSS feed to email, and you just clone it, and then you'll switch your marketing list because the next one's going to be for your newsletter opt-in. And then that will automatically just feed that data into CRM. It goes right into an area here called posted forms. It also goes into those contact and lead records. So it's going to be time-stamped when they opted in to receive your RSS to email communications. So all of that feeds in real time. I'll just show you an example. This is our CRM instance. You can see what people are opting into right now, and it all just literally feeds in, and it's all time-stamped. But we can go into any of these records, and it would show us in their records as well. So those are some of the main things that you'll see here when it comes to RSS. And I think I'm out of time already, but I could talk about marketing automation all day long. There's so much you can do with Dynamic CRM and ClickDimensions when you start to automate your processes. But with this, I'm going to just open it up for questions here, since we have about 12, 13 minutes left, to make sure that we have enough time to answer some questions for you guys.
Running a lower version of CRM than that in any case. So I would suggest that you're pretty much working with all versions of CRM.
Correct. And we are certified for it. You know, we're the only marketing automation vendor that is certified for Microsoft Dynamics CRM. So that's great for our end customers to know, because as soon as Microsoft releases a new version, we need to be ready when they are, and are working on the bits early. So great question.
Okay, that's excellent to confirm. Just I guess another technical question then, relating to how CRM is deployed. So we've got a customer that is using CRM. It's an on-premise deployment. So the question is, does that matter?
That does not matter. Half of our customers today use on-premise, and they're on all different versions. There will be multiple ways that will connect to your CRM if you're on-premise, and we're happy to talk through those. Our Professional Advantage would be you guys would be happy to talk through those, I'm sure, as well. But not a problem at all. Half of our customers globally today use on-premise, and we have customers in 60 countries. So.
Okay, excellent. So good to know there's no limitation there in that regard. Okay, we do have a classic pricing question, which is understandable. So the general question is, how does the pricing work? I'd say it works very well.
Yeah, so that's an excellent question. So ClickDimensions pricing is usage-based. It's actually based on your annual email volume. And it comes with unlimited users, unlimited training support, and all of our additional features. We also do 4 releases a year, so as we do new releases, that's all included. But it is going to be based on your annual email volume. And so we have entry-level pricing out there on the website, or I'm sure you guys are happy to provide that as well.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. So we're not limited by users there in any way. It is effectively a user volume pay method.
Correct. And we'll scale to 200 million emails a year. So we just put entry-level pricing out there, but we'll scale as high as you want to go, pretty much.
Excellent. All right. A question here. Someone might have picked up on your accent and has asked specifically if ClickDimensions supports many Australian customers.
Yes. So ClickDimensions is a global company. Our headquarters is out of the U.S., but Australia is our 3rd largest market in the world. We have many, many customers there, hundreds of customers there in many verticals. So those range from non-for-profit to education to government to financial services, healthcare, you name it, we're probably working in that industry in Australia.
Excellent, thank you. So in terms of questions, that wraps up the specific questions that have come through. So thank you for sending those questions through, everybody. Chantel, I do want to say a special thanks for taking us through this session today. There's a lot of content, as you mentioned, to bring through into a short webinar session. I think you did a great job to bring that through in a short period of time, so I really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone for attending this morning. We will send a recording out to all those that registered and attended. And for everyone on the line, please have a fantastic day, and we will talk to you again soon. Bye.
Thank you.